Hello, we're back with Pirate TV for the post-game coverage of the Seton Hall Pirates against Providence. I am Judaea Ingram here with,
Brian Henderson.
and I would say this was a whole different second half this game as Seton Hall won 77 to 52. So, Brian, what highlights did you see in this second game that was much different than the first half?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing to mention about the second half was the third quarter. When you're looking at the box score, that third quarter, the Pirates outscored the Providence Friars 24 to 8. So they held them to single digits in that third quarter. Obviously, big parts to Lauren Park Lane and Sydney Cooks for, putting on the scoring load, but I'm sure we'll talk about them a little bit later. But, I mean, overall, this was a great game for the Pirates. Now they're on a two-game win streak after, again, before the DePaul game was postponed, they were on a four-game losing streak. So especially at this point in the year when you're starting to think about the Big East tournament, starting to think about March Madness for this team, getting a two-game win streak is crucial.
It is crucial. The intensity was up this second half. Even defensively, they had 5 blocks, 12 steals, and offensively, it seemed like they just could not stop. They had over 30 points in the paint this game. They had 21 assists, so the ball was moving efficiently each and every time. Now, as you know, there was a lot of players today that played really well. What's a player that stood out to you in this game?
Well, I think for me personally, you have to look at Sydney Cooks, who tied her season high. She hit 29 points again. Her season high was 29. Met that at Rutgers. So I was really hoping that she would get 30. I was really hoping for her to get 30, but unfortunately, maybe another day, maybe a game later on down the line. But I mean, just a dominant force in the paint. No matter who Providence threw at Sydney Cooks, they could not stop her. And I mean, looking at her shot, half the time it wouldn't even hit the rim. It was always nothing but net. So Sydney Cooks really proved why she's one of the best players on this team today.
Sydney Cooks, another MVP who could be on the team, and even Coach B talked about another MVP that is not talked about a lot, and that's Maya Brimbury. You can hear that in this press conference.
She is as much of an MVP on this team as anybody. One, she comes to practice every day and is ready to practice. Two, she's prepared. Three, she's never not engaged. She understands the scout. She understands her job. She embraces her role. She does an amazing thing, and she's as much of a winner as any kid I've ever coached. And I'm so proud of her because her goal is only one thing, winning. And she played 39 and a half minutes again today, and you never would have known it. She's a heck of a basketball player and an even better person.
Then another player I also want to highlight that you talked about in the pre-coverage, it was Baines, who had 17 points and 5 rebounds. One of the many players in this game that stepped up and did very well. And even though they played great today, they do go against Creighton on Tuesday, which is going to be a really good Big East game. Creighton is number 3 in the Big East. So what do you think they have to do from this game to transfer to win?
I mean, you said it yourself. Creighton is a super tough game, or a super tough team. The last 2 times I was able to watch Creighton, I was with them this season in their away game in Omaha, and it was a tough outing. DJ Sokol Arena is a really tough place to play. And then before that, I was right here in Walsh Gymnasium in that double overtime thriller last year. So Creighton has a lot of history with Seton Hall. It should be a great game. But one thing that we see with Creighton that we've seen for the past handful of years is they live and die by the three-point ball. So if they're having a good night, they're going to continue shooting it. If they're having an off night, they're going to continue shooting it. No matter what, they're going to shoot the three a lot. So I imagine that's what Coach Bozzella is going to put a lot of emphasis in this practice, is guarding the three, and also making sure that you're not overcommitting, like you're not jumping out to the three-point line and then allowing players to drive by you and get easy kickouts and stuff like that. So I think guarding the three-point line efficiently and not giving up too much either in the paint or allowing them to still create their offense is going to be the main focus so far.
I definitely agree. That's going to be a great game to watch. Let's not forget, this was a tremendous game today. Seton Hall against Providence, where they won 77 to 52. My name is Judaea Ingram.
I'm Brian Henderson.
And that is your post-game coverage for PTV. Have a great day.